Before you decide whether to judge me or understand me, let me tell you this: if you've ever thought a single moment couldn't possibly change the direction of your entire life, you're wrong. And before this story ends, if it touches even one part of your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because stories like this are meant to be shared, not forgotten. It happened on a rainy Thursday evening, the kind of rain that feels personal, like the sky itself is unloading emotions it has been holding back for too long. The office was nearly empty, lights dimmed, the hum of computers replaced by the distant sound of thunder outside. I stood in front of my boss's desk, fists clenched, heart pounding, finally saying the things I had swallowed for months. Her name was Claire, brilliant, sharp-tongued, intimidating, and admired by everyone, including me, though I'd never admit that out loud. We were arguing about a project I had poured my soul into, one she had just torn apart in front of the entire team earlier that day. I wasn't angry just because she criticized my work, I was angry because she didn't see me. Or at least that's what it felt like. My voice shook as I defended myself, every word fueled by exhaustion and frustration. She fired back with her usual calm authority, arms crossed, eyes locked onto mine like she could see straight through me. Then something broke, not loudly, not dramatically, just a subtle crack in the air between us. She stopped talking mid-sentence. Her expression changed, conflicted, vulnerable, almost scared. Before I could ask what was wrong, she stepped forward and kissed me. No warning, no hesitation, just a soft, desperate kiss that stole the breath from my lungs and the ground from beneath my feet. I pulled back in shock, my mind screaming that this was wrong, impossible, a mistake. That's when she whispered, barely louder than the rain hitting the windows, "That kiss was just for you." Time froze. Everything I thought I knew about her, about myself, about the neat little boxes we place our lives into, shattered all at once. She stepped away immediately, turning her back to me, apologizing in a rushed, trembling voice. She said it shouldn't have happened, that she crossed a line, that I should forget it ever did. But how do you forget something that changes the way your heart beats? I left the office that night soaked, not from the rain, but from confusion. I replayed the moment again and again, wondering if I imagined the emotion in her eyes, the sincerity in her voice. Over the next few days, Claire was distant. Professional to a fault, cold, even. Meetings were shorter, conversations strictly work-related. It hurt more than the argument ever did. Weeks passed. The tension became unbearable. I started questioning my job, my worth, my sanity. Then one evening, long after everyone had gone home, she asked me to stay back. Her voice lacked authority this time. It sounded human. She told me about the pressure she lived under, the expectations, the loneliness of being strong all the time. She admitted she had noticed me long before that argument, my dedication, my integrity, the way I stood up for myself. The kiss wasn't planned. It was a moment where her walls collapsed. I told her how that moment haunted me, how it confused and inspired me at the same time. We agreed nothing could happen unless it was honest, equal, and respectful, not boss and employee, but two people choosing each other. It wasn't easy. There were policies, risks, sacrifices. She even offered to step away from her position if it meant doing the right thing. In the end, we chose transparency. She transferred departments. I stayed. We started slowly, awkwardly, learning each other outside the tension and power imbalance. The woman I once feared turned out to be kind, wounded, and incredibly real. And I learned that standing up for myself didn't just earn respect, it opened the door to something deeper. Today, when I think back to that rainy Thursday, I don't remember the argument as much as I remember the courage it took for both of us to be vulnerable. Sometimes life doesn't change with grand decisions, but with one unexpected moment that forces you to see yourself differently. If this story moved you, reminded you of your own unspoken moments, or gave you hope that honesty can lead to healing, then like this video and subscribe to the channel. Because the stories that matter most are the ones that remind us we're human, and that even in conflict, there can be connection. I've created the full story in the canvas so you can read, edit, or expand it comfortably. If you want, I can now extend it further to better fit a 40-minute YouTube narration. Make the opening hook even more viral. Add stronger emotional twists in the middle. Rewrite it in simpler English, Urdu, or Hinglish. Adapt it for a female or male POV narration. Just tell me what you want next.